the fact that we're able to do a show with 4 women and be somewhat well received, I think really speaks to the fact that our fan base really supports diversity and supports women in football. Hayden Hurst, the tight end. First of all, I like him because he's a ginger. Second of all, I like him because it's all about mental health. That's what every team needs, is a ginger and somebody who's all about mental health.
I loved everything Urban Meyer. It made me feel better about everything. I'm his biggest fangirl right now. I would give him a lap dance if I could.
Gives a new meaning to the term steak hooker, I guess. The what? Gives a new meaning to the term steak hooker. You never heard of a steak hooker? WHODEY, say gon' beat the Bengals. WHODEY, say gon' beat the Bengals. WHODEY, everybody, and welcome to Tigress Talk. We are the first and the only Bengals show created by women. I lost Jerry somehow. Now we're back. Okay.
Sorry about that.
Sorry about that, Jerry. Was that you or me? I have no idea.
I don't know.
Who knows? Anything's possible. Well, welcome to Tigress Talk. WHODEY, everybody. WHODEY to everybody in the chat. We got all kinds of stuff going on in the chat already. Hello, Rob. Hello, Greg. What's up? Greg says WHODEY, ladies. Darth Bengal says WHODEY. What's up, guys? Wayne Downey says good evening, everyone, and WHODEY. WHODEY, Wayne. Thanks for being here. Crypt says hello, ladies of the WHODEY. Hello, Crypt. How are you? Haas, what's going on? Haas, he says WHODEY. Good to see you guys. Mary says, WHODEY, ladies, let's beat the Buffaloes. Yes, I hope you enjoyed that.
I watched that video like 30 times.
It's so great. Bengals Nation 09, WHODEY, y'all. One name, Sam Hubbard, OMG. Oh, just you wait. We'll get into that. Sarah Davenport says, good evening, ladies. Dalton says, WHODEY. What's up, everybody? Yash has eyeball emojis. Am I doing it? Ready for Luther Vision when ready. All right, Greg. I'll just pretend like I'm talking to somebody and not looking at the camera. And all right, I hope you got your Luther Vision. What's up, Tyler says WHODEY. Thanks, everybody, so much for being here. Dalton says 2,000 plus subs. I know, Dalton. This is honestly so shocking to me. I am surprised. I am confused. All in a good way. And let's see, I got a little something here for you guys. What do we got? Yay! I can't believe it. We were trying so hard to get to 1,000. It took us almost 2 full seasons to get to 1,000, and here we are at 2,000. So thank you all so much for being here. It really means a lot to us. And we are going to be giving away that Von Bell jersey on Twitter. So I purposefully waited until after the show aired to make sure that everybody who's watching, everybody who wants a shot at the Von Bell jersey, hop onto Twitter. Make sure that you find the post that you need. Put your screenshot underneath that post so that you can get a chance to win the jersey. I want to make it fair to everybody. I really appreciate everybody. Rachel B says, WHODEY, thanks for being an inspiration for women in the fan base. Oh my gosh, Rachel, thank you. That's so nice of you to say. We appreciate everybody being here. Greg says, congrats on 2,000. Sarah says, congrats. Very exciting. Yes. Thanks, Michael. Porba. Thank you. Thank you all very much. So I think Michael Porba might be a first-time caller. So thanks for being here. Woo. All right. Wow. I don't even know what else I was going to say. Yeah, I'm Jess, a.k.a. WHODEY. We got Kayla from Northern Kentucky. We've got Jerry, former Cincinnatian, holding it down in Florida for us. We are one member short tonight. Whitney is on an unexcused leave of absence. So we'll have to have a talk about that on her performance review after the season's over. I can't even say that with a straight face. Nah, Whitney is having an awesome, fabulous vacation. I hope she's having a great time. And yeah, thank you guys all so much. Whew. Game recap. Wow. I mean, I was not nervous going into the game. I was nervous mostly for injuries than I was for the outcome of the game. The first half, Evan McPherson opened up, scoring the 39-yard field goal. That was awesome. Game's first TD was the 7-yard strike to Jamar Mixon, but then he missed the extra point, and I immediately texted Whitney and told her, I don't care if your necklace is on or your necklace is off. You need to be doing the opposite for the rest. If you're new to the show, we're very superstitious around here. And Whitney has a Money Mac necklace that she wears that is sometimes lucky and sometimes not. It just depends on what's going on. Mama Pam's here. She says, congrats. I'm so proud of my girls. Thank you, Mama Pam. We love you so much. Kelsey's here. She says, WHODEY, ladies. WHODEY, Kelsey. What's up? Matthew's here. He says, WHODEY, ladies. Congrats on 2,000 subscribers and for making the channel a huge hit. Let's keep it going. Thank you so much. So yeah, first half, 10-9, not ideal, but still, I never really worry going into the half. I feel like this team has shown time and time again that they can do anything in the second half. They can pull magic out of their hats in the second half. Ravens open up with a first down run, but then go 3 and out. Burrow sneaks for the 1-yard TD, then finds T. Higgins as he escapes pressure to get the 2-point conversion. I love 2-point conversions. I just want to say that for the record. Huntley tried his own speed. We all know how that ended. And I just got to play this again.
Put them right around Huntley. He reaches. Oh, that ball's out. That's live. Back the other way. Sam Hubbard.
The ball's live. The ball's live. Like, Mike Tirico on the call was just... It just made such an amazing moment even better. Oh, no, he fell down. Uh-oh.
I mean, that'll just live in my brain forever.
I can't even tell you how many times I've watched that.
I've watched it so many times. That's my favorite part.
His face, that's all I
And he broke the plane.
Oh, let's look again. No, he did not. Narrator, he did not.
Wilson went over the top to knock it out.
I'll take that.
See where it came out.
The fumble in the jungle.
No.
That's short. That is short of it. What a play by Wilson.
Oh my God.
And Sam Hubbard, who grew up a Bengals fan.
Big boy.
Won a
Big
state
boy running.
championship at Moeller High School. Championship at Ohio State.
He ran so hard. I wonder if he's ever ran that hard in his life. Ever. I mean.
And give the Bengals the lead.
Oh, okay. But my favorite part, Haas said it's so beautiful. It was so beautiful, Haas. My favorite part was when Zach Taylor was talking about how he had to go back and watch it again just to see the fan reaction because, when you're in the game and you're so plugged into your headphones, like you don't quite get that. But then he really wanted to go back and see how we all were losing our ever-loving minds in the stands.
Yeah, I have someone I had never met before. I was high-fiving everyone. I mean,
that's the best. That's the best. Baltimore Pigeons.
Yes.
I'll never get tired of that name. It's so funny. Matthew says, I purchased Sam Hubbard jerseys to support the legend. Fumble in the jungle. Yes, I love it. Mary says, I left to use the bathroom and the Hubbard play happened. I almost stayed in there until the game was over. Mary, I think that's the rules. I think that's how the rules work.
That's amazing.
No, I do the same thing, Mary. Like if something really annoying, if I'm really annoyed and I also have to go to the bathroom really bad, I'll just leave and hope that while I'm gone, something good will happen. And honestly, it's happened enough times to make me believe that it's a thing. Oh my gosh. Well, on that note, let's get to our bombshell breakdown this week because it is along those same lines. And if you guys are new here, Kayla Caskey is the wife of former Bengals running backs coach Kyle Caskey. He was our coach for a while, and we became good friends while he was coaching there. And then he left and was with the Lions. He was with the Jags. He's been with, I think, LSU, some college teams. But now he is doing Caskey's Clicker on YouTube. So make sure you guys check him out if you haven't. And his lovely wife, my dear friend, Kayla Caskey, is doing our bombshell breakdown for us every week. So let's get to that with her here.
Hey y'all, this is Kayla Caskey back with this week's edition of the Bombshell Breakdown. And today we're going to look at a few plays of some other teams to help us understand a little bit better about what Baltimore was trying to do on the goal line that set up for the Sam Hubbard fumble return. So let's look at this first play here. Okay, y'all, so this is the Eagles against the Bears here on the goal line. And let me just point out, this is their little center and this is their quarterback here. And they're basically setting up the same. It's the way Baltimore was set up. They're basically just going to push their quarterback right over the line there. to score a touchdown here, but the quarterback stays low. So let's watch it. So see, let's go back. Whoop, 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 whoop. They move real fast because you got to be sneaky like that. Okay, see how low he stayed, and they pushed the quarterback on in. He went right on in. Let me back it up and watch it one more time. So where's he at? There he is. He's gonna get so the ball's way over here to start with. Let me go back. So I mean the ball has to move. Whoop, pause it. So the ball is here where the center is, and here's the quarterback. So it's got to go under, and then the quarterback stays low to get it across the goal line. So boop boop boop. He's in and he scores. Let's look at the next play. Okay, y'all, this is the Eagles again going against the Bears. Same game. This was from like earlier in the season, like week 15 or something. So here we go with our center, and here we go with our quarterback, and they're basically doing the same formation. They're just going to shove the quarterback in. The ball is like on the, I don't know, half-yard line. But just watch them. Everybody just gets behind the quarterback, and they just shove him right on in. So this is what Baltimore should have done. The quarterback should have stayed low. Let's look at the next play. Okay, y'all, so this is Jacksonville against the Chargers for this past week's playoff game. Now, they're setting up, this is 4th and 1, like the Jaguars need this to win the game kind of thing. They're going to go down and score if they get this 4th and 1 here. But, so they're setting up, they're going to, as like a quarterback sneak here, because again, the ball's here, it's just like 4th and 1. Here's your center, here's your quarterback, and basically, you know, they look like they're setting up like the other teams for the quarterback shove. But look, this is their Sam Hubbard on the Chargers. Let's watch him here. So here they go. The quarterback comes back. And instead of pushing it in, see, everybody thinks the quarterback's going in. They're going to run it around. And look, keep your eye on number 8 here, how he kind of stays back just a little bit, but he thought the ball was in. But now this guy is free to run around. So number 8 should kind of stayed up a little bit more versus going on in, but he got faked out. Okay, now, y'all, here's a play from the game this weekend. So here we got Baltimore, and this is Sam Hubbard here, and look how far the ball is from the goal line. That's a long way to kind of shove the quarterback, but Baltimore's set up just like our Eagles were, and just like the Jaguars were for the quarterback shove. So the quarterback should have stayed low, because if you look, okay, here he is. If he would have stayed low instead of going over, watch, he probably would have got shoved on in, but he stood up, so rookie mistake. But let's go back and see Sam Hubbard is here on the outside in case they do swing it around. He stays out, and that's what sets him up to be able to grab this fumble return. See how he wasn't in the pile? He just stayed out. So you have to always be prepared, because the defense doesn't always know what they're going to run. They just have to, you know, give it their best shot, and that's what you do film breakdown for. So there you go, Sam Hubbard, touchdown return. Okay, y'all, you never know how the Bengals are going to win a game. Everyone thought it's going to be the offense, but look, defense came up big this week, so you never know. It takes a team effort, because in the NFL, wins don't come easily, even though sometimes the Bengals make it look easy. Okay, y'all, this has been Kayla with this week's edition of the Bombshell Breakdown.
All right. Thank you so much to our dear friend Kayla Caskey. Make sure you're following her on Twitter, NFL Bombshell. I think she's got a YouTube channel too where these are being posted, and also Caskey's Clicker. So thank you so much to Kayla and to Kyle for everything they've done for us this year. We appreciate them. You know, I thought that was a great breakdown, and I really loved listening to Lou Anarumo when he talked with Dave Lapham, because he was talking about how it was really a whole defensive effort on that drive, because, you know, if Jesse Bates hadn't stopped him right before he scored, then we don't get that. We don't get there. Wow. So it really does take the whole team, and I think our defense is just doing so well. And there was a crazy stat that they brought up that I didn't even realize. I think they said the past 6 games we have gotten a turnover in the 4th quarter. And that just blew my mind, because I feel like for so long, and if I'm wrong on that, somebody correct me, but for so long, it was all about the turnovers. We talked about turnovers. The defense isn't getting the ball. And now it's like they've done it 6 games in a row now. It's just so cool to me to see that that's really a big part of how we are able to win some of these close games, is because our defense they can snatch that ball right out your hands at any given moment.
And I don't think we had a defensive touchdown until the week previous against the Ravens. Am I wrong about that? I don't think we've only had a defensive touchdown the last 2 weeks. And I mean, man, for one of them to be that one.
Yeah.
Great time.
It was beautiful.
Oh.
I'm
Yeah.
still hoping for a DJ Reader pick six, but you know what? If all I get is Sam Hubbard pick six, I will not complain about that at all. But anyway, okay. Well, let's get to some viewer questions here. That's it. All right. Thank you so much to everybody who submitted questions on Twitter. We've got, let's see, let's just start here at the top. Dean, parentheses, Dustin, who we got to hang out with on Saturday night at the Holy Grail. Thanks so much for coming. He said, I would like to see a positive praise campaign start this week for our for our backup, now starting offensive linemen. These guys have put the time in all year, and now they're ready to show out. And I think they're a big part of the win on Sunday. Yeah, 100%. I mean, to have Max Sharping on the bench all year, I think has really been great. I think, the fact that Hakeem Adeniji is playing well, I think, we kind of knew that he's probably the best one on that's, obviously he's probably the best backup guy that we've got. But, I think everybody just playing well is really, really boding well for these wins this past week or so. But
It's kind of been the theme of the season too. I mean, every time there's been an injury, people just step up, and really, that's a testament, I think, to the culture and our depth, and hopefully
the guys we went out and got, in the free agency and everything else. So
I feel like it's kind of funny because some people were acting like we just went out on the street and picked up people. They aren't professional athletes that are in the league for a reason. They might not have been starters, but I mean, they still have to be pretty good to be in the league. So.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Max Sharping started all last year.
Yeah,
so,
I was gonna say. Yeah, they
are
have the experience.
Exactly, Jerry. You're spot on with that. Yeah, these aren't bums off the couch. These are guys that have been in the league for a while, and they come with experience, and I think that that's great. And then on the same, in the same vein, Greg Luther said, with all the injuries to the O-line, do you still think it's better than last year? I say yes.
Yeah.
I still think it is. I think the line is better. I think Joe Burrow is better too. And I think that's like a 1-2 punch, because I think Joe Burrow has gotten better about, what he can and can't do with the personnel that he's got on the line. And I think, there was a stat where when certain pieces are there on the line, he gets the ball out faster than he normally would. Or, I just think that they all work really well together. So I think yes. Even if it was the exact same guys as last year, I would have said that they're probably better this year just because they've had more time together. But, that's the beauty of being together on the same team for more than one season. So, and I think all the new guys, especially, oh my gosh, Cordell Volson. Did we forget he's a rookie? Sometimes I forget. I mean, he's been so great this year. I mean, especially for a rookie, he's been fantastic. I think Ted Karras was praising him again this week, and yeah, he's doing great. Matthew Zimmerman said, I purchased some Sam Hubbard jerseys. Appreciation tweet. Congrats on 2K subscribers. All right, awesome. Let's see. Christian has his serious question and a fun question. Serious question. Bills D was 15th against the pass and 5th against the run. Do you think we take advantage and let Burrow cook, or do we get the running backs involved? I think we just keep doing what we're doing. I think we're doing a great job, with the balance that we have. I think we just kind of, I think that opening drive against the Bills on Monday night was beautiful. That second drive was looking to be beautiful. I think we just do what we know we got to do.
It'll be interesting to see if the weather plays a part, because that might kind of make us run it a little bit more. But I mean, we have all the confidence in the world in P. Ryan and Mixon. So
I see that the forecast keeps going back and forth too, because last night they changed it to 3 inches of snow, and when I looked at it today, it said an inch or less again.
Yeah.
So.
Yikes. Yash says Sharping is competent. Carmen at LT, his natural position. Adeniji, good pass protection as a swing tackle. Main concern is run game. Yash says no Hamlin, no Hyde, no Von Miller. It helps. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what the weather's going to do. I think Joe said today that he's only played in snow like one time, but he said it doesn't really affect the game the way that rain does, which is kind of surprising to me. I was kind of surprised to hear that. I would think it would affect things as much, if not more than rain. I guess it depends on what kind of snow it is. You know, if it's like cute little fluffy snowflakes, then maybe not. But I've had that wet, sleety snow, you know, that might be gross. Michael Porba says, not worried about the line. We have that new QB number 8 exposure.
I love it. An alter ego for our.
Oh my God, Michael, that's funny. You got me.
That is.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Yes. Not at all. No, not a worry.
So good.
Oh, that's funny. And then Christian, fun question. Favorite buffalo dish? Wings, beef on weck, pizza, or something else? Well, I Googled beef on weck because I literally thought that was a typo. I was like, I've never even heard of such a thing.
I don't know what that is either.
Hold on, I'll tell you. It looks like Arby's, basically. Beef on weck, according to Google. A beef on weck is a sandwich found primarily in western New York State, particularly in the city of Buffalo. It is made with roast beef on a crummelweck roll, a roll that's topped with kosher salt and caraway seeds. I mean, that looks pretty good. I mean, that's the Wikipedia picture there.
Sounds good.
I mean, I would say I would maybe try that if I ate red meat, which I'm not doing this year. But other than, and I don't eat wings. I only eat boneless wings. So I would probably have to say pizza. I don't know. Yeah. What do you guys think? Pizza, wings, beef on
I like
wings. Yeah.
They're a little
what they're known for. So you got to go with what they're known for. It's like the birthplace of them, right?
I think so. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, thank you so much, Christian, for those questions. And then Chase Engel says, Zach delivering game balls to bars is such an awesome new tradition. What Cincy bars deserve a game ball going forward? Also, I saw that he's sending some out of the tri-state area. Do you or the chat know where fun Bengals bars are across the country? Looking to plan a road trip. Yeah. Chase, I 100% agree. I love that tradition. That is like my favorite thing ever because it's like, I just really feel like he's so like for the people, and that really just kind of shows that he doesn't care. Like if you can't afford to go to a game, you know, go to your local bar, go to, you know, support however you can. And I love that he's giving those balls back to the community. I think E&O deserves a game ball. I was sitting there waiting for him to pop in with one. Bridget fed me some bad information, I think, Bridget. I'm kidding. Bridget was like, what if he brings a game ball to E&O? And I'm like, what if I'm sitting here eating his favorite salad as he brings a game ball into E&O with Jerry? But he didn't. But yeah, the whole out of the tri-state area thing is really interesting. I know that there is a bar up here in Columbus. What's that place called? Kat might know what that place is called. I forget. It's a little dive bar in Columbus that is a Bengals bar, and I know what the pub in Gahanna. That's right. It's called the Pub in Gahanna, and it's a little dive bar. They have really good pizza there. And let's see what else. There was a bar in Nashville, obviously, Tailgate Brewery. Had a bunch of Bengals fans, the whole Bengals Nashville place. When we were out in LA, our friends Ryan and Sammy were telling us about a huge Bengals bar out in LA, and that looks awesome. And I don't really know of any others. I'm sure that there's lots of others. I think on the app or on the website, I think they do give you like a list. Yeah. Have you guys seen that?
Yeah. I think it's on the app.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think they just added that maybe last year.
Did they? Okay, because I know that I saw it once. So yeah, Chase, if you're looking for a road trip, make sure you consult your trusty Bengals app. They should have everything you need for that.
Yeah, here in Tampa, we have Duckies, which is where all
of that's right. Yeah.
Tampa Bengals fans go. And there's always just a ton of people, and it's grown substantially since I started going. So
that's
and
so
I haven't
cool.
been this year yet. I need to go.
That's awesome. All right, let's see. I think that's all of our viewer questions for this week. Thank you guys so much. Let's go to some conspiracy theories. All right, grab your tinfoil hats or crowns or what have you. It's time to talk conspiracy theories, and I've got a couple this week. First of all, I don't think for a minute that Sam Hubbard thing would have happened had his number one fan not been in attendance. I think Sam Hubbard 100% knew that Jerry was there, and he was like, "I gotta put on a show for my number one fan."
Absolutely.
God.
That's exactly what happened.
The amount of text messages and tweets I got. First of all, I was like, I should be just like really embarrassed that everybody knows this obsession. But no, I was really proud. And I'm like, thank you guys so much for checking on me. Because I also needed oxygen after that. Because I had no voice. I was dying from jumping up and down. Like, I just was just losing my ever-loving mind with everybody else. And I was like, that's Sam! Oh my God! Pretty sure I let out some expletives and everything. But yeah. Just thank you to everybody that texted and tweeted to check on me because that really warmed my heart.
Did you guys ever watch Cool Runnings when you were a kid?
I did, and I cannot remember that movie to save
Yeah.
my life.
It's been a long time.
So that's like my favorite. That's like one of my favorite movies when I was a kid, and it's still on Disney Plus. If you haven't watched it in a while and you want to cry, go watch it. It's fantastic. But one of my favorite parts about that movie where he's like, there's like when they're asking if they're okay, they're like, "You dead?" And they're like, "Yeah, man." That's kind of what I felt like. I was like, "Jerry, are you dead?" She's like, "Yeah, thanks for asking." Like, I'm not okay. Yes, I am dead. Yes, I need oxygen also.
Like, of all plays for me to like be there in person, I was like, that it just could not have been any better.
It was all for you. I'm 100% convinced. Cool Runnings is a classic. Thank you, Greg. Love that show. Yes, John Candy. He's so good in that movie. Oh, it's so great. Go watch it, everybody. That's your homework assignment for this week is to watch Cool Runnings. I left some of my same ones on there from last week. The NFL wants a Bengals Chiefs AFC Championship. I still believe that's true. Officiating was predictably bad again. And then Matt Moonen actually shared one with us. He said, full hat time. The Bengals cloned Burrow and Allen is actually QB3, which lends to our friend who said it's Bo
Burrow. Wow. I didn't know we were into cloning. That's some technology.
Yeah.
I mean,
good idea, though.
They're the first ones with the MRI machine, and clearly they're also the first ones with the cloning machine. Just saying. It could happen. All right. Do you guys have any conspiracy theories? Anybody in chat have any conspiracy theories?
I have a conspiracy theory. So I saw today that we are 2-0 against the Bills in the playoffs. And both of those years we have gone on to the Super Bowl and we have lost to the 49ers, unfortunately. But when we look back, we have slayed like all of our demons and all of our like curses besides that one. So I told my husband I am thoroughly convinced that we are winning on Sunday, that we are going back to the Super Bowl, and it's going to be against the 49ers, but this time we're going to win because that is the last curse we have to break. We broke the playoff drought against the team that started the playoff drought. So, I mean, that was literally the only curse left.
You think the Niners are going to beat the Eagles? I don't know, man.
I think they are, only because I think it's our destiny to beat them in the Super Bowl. And for me to be able to rub that in my boss's face for the rest of my life.
I like it. I like it a lot. That's fantastic.
Real. I want to believe.
I do too. I want to believe. 100%. Okay. I want to believe. The whole thing. All right, Kayla, you got any conspiracy theories this week?
No.
Nothing specific this week? Okay. That's okay. All right. Well, I think we need to talk. All right, We Need to Talk is sponsored by our friends at Brimminghorn Meadery. Code Tigress gets you 15% off 2 or more bottles of mead. I am still drinking Golden Tears honey mead, and it is delicious. Rob says, speaking of Disney Plus, new episodes of Bad Batch today. Which Bengals players would you compare to the Bad Batch members? Ooh, that's interesting. Gosh, I don't think I could think of them off the top of my head. I might need some time for that one. I think Wrecker is definitely DJ Reader.
I'm really behind on all my TV, so I don't know.
I
Well,
have no
I will
idea
say-
what that is.
Okay, Jerry's not. You're not a Star Wars fan, are you, Jerry?
I am. I don't have Disney Plus.
Okay, so you haven't seen the new series. Well, I will tell you, I do love the Bad Batch. The Bad Batch is a spinoff from Clone Wars, when they had.
Oh, wait, I saw it.
They're basically like defective clones, but they kind of they change their mutations so that they don't all look the same, they don't all act the same. And I think, what do we got? Tech, Echo, Wrecker, Crosshair's the bad one. I can't really remember them all. I have not watched the new season yet, so you'll have to forgive me, Rob. The only one I can really think of right now is Wrecker, and I think he's DJ Reader because he's this big dude and he just loves to blow stuff up, and he's just like a force to be reckoned with. So that's the only one I can really draw a parallel to. But give me some time next week, Rob. I will have your full list of Bad Batch Bengals comparison chart. Okay, we need to talk about Joe Burrow wearing the wrong jersey and looking honestly surprised.
Hello?
Did you guys know? He was
I guess I put the wrong one on.
His little laugh, I can't.
He's just like he's laughing at himself.
I forgot about the press conference, and so
and then he gets up and
I
shows
also
you.
have-
I ain't got no pants on either.
so I threw my jersey back on, but apparently it wasn't my jersey. Guess it's been that kind of day, huh?
I just gotta say, we've all had those days, Joe. I've gotten to
He's
work
one of
multiple
us.
times. I get dressed in the dark, so I get to work multiple days and realize that my sweatshirt's on backwards, or I've never actually worn somebody else's clothes on accident, though. I don't think that's ever happened. But I sympathize with you. And the fact that he looked so genuinely surprised and then laughed at himself about it was just so endearing to me.
I love that he was just like, I'm going to be honest, I forgot all about this.
I forgot we were doing this today, guys.
It's like me with every Zoom call at work.
Yeah.
I forget that I actually have to look like a person.
Jeez. Oh, gosh. All right. What do you guys want to talk about?
Today is T. Higgins' birthday.
It is. Happy birthday,
T.
T. We're glad you were born.
Yes.
Oh, Christine's here. I'm late, but I am here. Hooday,
Christine.
Christine. I think you are out of tardy slip. I'm just saying. You are the most tardy, faithful Tigress Talk. But we're glad you're here. We appreciate you. We're in We Need to Talk just to catch you up. Yeah, that's so awesome. Happy birthday to T. Definitely. I saw his mom wished him a happy birthday. That was sweet. I love his mom.
She's the
All
sweetest.
right. Jerry, what do you mean to talk about?
So we need to talk about just how poor of a sport Harbaugh is. I didn't see that interview or know anything about the interview he did on the sidelines until after the game.
Yeah,
But,
me either.
My boss was texting me about it, and my husband was texting me about it. He was like, Harbaugh is just an absolute
Baby.
Yeah. Exactly. And when I watched it today, because they had the replay on NFL Network, so I got to watch the replay of the game finally, and I was just like, oh my gosh, she is only doing her job. I'm pretty sure none of us really like when the coaches are getting interviewed on the sidelines in the middle of the game, but it's part of the gig. You have to just suck it up and do it, and you don't have to be a complete jerk about it.
Recap it just in case anybody hasn't seen it. What exactly did he do? Because I don't know that I really saw all of it.
So he was just very kind of condescending and had an attitude when the sideline reporter was asking questions, and she said something, I believe it was about the turnover or a bad call or something. He was like, well, I didn't like that. And he was just really like snippy with her and had like the fakest smile on his face, and it was just really, really, really rude.
Yeah.
Wow.
And that's the second week in a row he's just completely acted like a baby, because if we remember last week, he didn't go and shake Zach's hand.
And he didn't this week either, did he?
He did, but it was like the most half-assed handshake. And
probably because I told him, like, you could have acted like that. Like, there's kids watching this. Like, what's wrong with you?
Yeah.
So he in fact did not grow any hairballs, apparently. So
he doesn't watch our show? That is so surprising to me.
We could learn a thing.
I, for one, am shocked.
We could help.
Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, and I didn't even realize that he was basically like throwing poor Huntley under the bus, and then J.K. Dobbins was throwing Huntley under the bus. Like, geez, guys, like,
he played pretty well for a backup. I mean,
yeah, I mean, you think he doesn't know he's not Lamar? He knows he's not Lamar. Like, give the guy a break. I mean, if that's your teammate, you say whatever you got to say to them in private, and then in public, you support them no matter what. I mean, that's just like common sense, like sportsmanship 101. Like, don't be bashing your dudes in the street to everybody. Like, that's just crazy to me. I just can't even, even get down with that. That team is so toxic. I just can't even.
They're just.
I hope they have the most dramatic off season ever, and I hope they enjoy the next couple weeks on the couch and preparing for the draft. I'm so over them.
I know, right? I hope Lamar doesn't come back and they're just Joe Burr says, I just want to say I hate Marcus Peters.
I like to pretend that's really Joe.
Noted. I agree, Joe Burrow. Thanks for watching. Oh, yeah, it's crazy. Well, there was a lot of really awesome things that happened this weekend outside of the game. We got to meet WWE superstar Angelo Dawkins at the Holy Grail. He was in town for Monday Night Raw, which occurred on Monday night after the game. And I wish so bad I could have gone to that. I've never been to like a live wrestling match.
Much fun.
And I want to go so bad. Like, had the timing been different, I want to go next time. Next time it's in Cincinnati or anywhere close to me, I definitely want to go, because that just seems like a lot of fun. I started watching it more on TV, Jerry, mostly because of you.
It's definitely like different when you're there in person. Like, it's just because the atmosphere really adds to it, and it's just fun. It's silly, and like, I mean, they're great athletes, though. Yeah, but it's so much fun.
Yeah. Yash said AD repping the Bengals. Yeah, absolutely. That was so cool. And then also at the grill, TJ Hushmanzada and Chad Johnson were just like posted up at the circle table chilling. And I walked by, I was like, oh, hey, Chad, I love you. And he was like, I love you too. But then he did like a double take. Like, I got to think that's the standard answer. But then he did like a double take. I was like, oh, hey, Jess.
No.
Awesome.
And he got up and hugged Cap, and it was a great moment. I loved it. But and then at the game, before the game, Lou Anarumo's family, I guess, was sitting in 158 that day. So one of his sisters, I guess he's got 3 sisters. I have no clue which sister it was, but I think it was Carolyn, because Cap met her in Kansas City, and he thinks that was the same sister. But we tried to look them up, and there are 3 of them, and they all look similar. So I don't know which sister I met, and I'm sorry. But Cap actually met her in Kansas City, and she was like yelling at Lou, like, Lou, and Cap was like, who are you yelling at? Lou? Oh, I'll yell at him. And she's like, oh, thanks, that's my brother.
No,
that's awesome.
But yeah, all right. Well, yeah, she was a very sweet lady. And I loved that they were sitting in 158. I feel like, a lot of the families sit like kind of lower, but a lot of them too, I think, sit like in the boxes. Like, I know a lot of the coaches' wives, like Sarah and a lot of those ladies, they sit up like in a box, like in the club level. So I thought it was cool I think it's cool when the families want to sit down low with all the fans and everything else. But anyway, what? I don't know what Cap's muttering to himself down there, but okay. Well, looking ahead towards next week, I'm super excited to see the Bills again. I think that we match up with them really well. Listening to Lou talk on Lap's podcast in the trenches. They were talking about how they do some similar things as Baltimore. So I think, our defense is ready for them, and I think it's going to be tough. I mean, it really is. They're a good team, but they got some injuries. We've got some injuries. We'll get to that, but I'm excited for the game. I wish I could go. I can't go. Jerry, are you going to go? You got that ticket. That lady offered you her ticket. Are you going to go?
I don't know. I don't want to leave the baby, but I did find like a flight that gets me there like at 1 a.m. Sunday morning, and then I can fly out super early the next day. So
I think you have to go, Jerry. You have to go.
Well, and it's always been a bucket list item for me because I love tailgating, and
you have to
tailgating
go
with Buffalo fans where they break tables, which is obviously very on brand for me being a wrestling fan. And I love like snow games, and I've never really sat in a snow game. So
you gotta go, Jerry.
That would be all
you gotta
my bucket
go.
list items, but I don't know if I want to leave the baby 2 weeks in a row.
It's just for a day, though. He'll be all right. He won't remember.
Exactly.
He'll understand.
I've been telling him all day we got to beat the Buffaloes.
We got to beat the Buffaloes. You got to watch it. You got to represent Tigress Talk for us because I can't go. I got to work. Starting tomorrow. I work 6 days in a row.
Oh gosh.
But I did it that way so I would have off for the next game and then I have off for the Super Bowl. So I did my schedule that way on purpose, knowing that I was going to have to, I can't do everything. I work every third weekend. I trade where I can, but I can't do everything. I'm not there yet. So, I do what I can, but I definitely can't go this weekend. But I really wish you would go because it sounds like the perfect setup. It really does. But
I don't know. We'll see. If it's meant to happen, it's meant to happen.
Yeah.
All right. My vote is yes, but okay. Well, let's get to your prediction for us.
All right. So for anybody who was not here last time when we were doing this against the Bills the first time, I said I was very confident and I thought we were going to win by 2 scores. I feel like that was for this game since the last game didn't happen. Because I still feel very confident in the fact that we have 2 more games for Lou to be able to have studied film. We did, at least get to see them in one series out there before everything happened, unfortunately, with DeMar. I think that we're going to be even more prepared than we were last time, and we saw how we were rolling. Like, that game was going to be special. But I think that can be this game, too. I think there's going to be a lot of Bengals fans. There are a lot of tickets available, and they're really not that bad. Not compared to what I saw last year for Nashville, not compared to what I saw for AFC Championships. I think a lot of people are going to travel. I also still feel, because I said before, I was like, well, I feel in my heart we're going to get the number 1 seed. Well, number 1 seed guarantees you basically home field advantage for the AFC Championship. I think we're going to have an AFC Championship in Cincinnati. So maybe that's what I was feeling. Because I think the Jaguars are going to come out guns a-blazing because they have nothing to lose. Just like us last year, nobody expected them to be there. So they're just there to, wreck stuff. And Kansas City, I think they're going to be playing tight, and I think they're going to be playing nervous because they don't want to be embarrassed again by a team that they're supposed to beat. Their fans don't want to have to deal with, for us, we beat them 3 times this year, and they're like, it's a fluke. Well, if the Jaguars beat them, maybe your team's just not as good as you really think they are. They're a great team. Patrick Mahomes is great, but they are beatable. And I think that's what's going to happen is I think they're going to get in their own head, and I think it's because we got into their head and planted those seeds of doubt. So I think we come out ahead on Sunday, and I really feel that we're going to have an AFC Championship in Cincinnati.
Yeah, I love it. I love everything about that prediction. Yeah, it says Jags versus Bengals, CFP 2019 playoff rematch. Yes, we all know how that went.
Yeah,
it was Press Taylor.
Yeah.
It would be so much my cat team versus cat team. May the bigger cat win, but I don't know.
No, we played them last year in Thursday Night Football.
Yes. Okay. And honestly, I mean, I don't know if you guys were watching them against who did they play last week?
Chargers.
The Chargers, yeah.
Chargers. Yes. I mean, they were down bad in the first half. And I feel like Kansas City, they don't do well with second half comebacks. They couldn't handle it when we had the second half comeback. I don't think they're going to be able to handle a second half comeback from the Jags. So I like it. I'm here for it. I am all for it because I think so too. I don't think we're done seeing football in Cincinnati this year. So.
And I don't know if you guys saw, but there was a stat today about the Sunday night game was the most watched Sunday night game since the Super Bowl.
Since the Super Bowl. Yeah.
So I think it's time that the league recognizes that, the Bengals might be a small market, but we bring in big numbers because I'm pretty sure that we've also beaten some other viewer numbers this year too. So
I think the Monday night game was record breaking as well against the Bills.
Yep.
Which is really unfortunate the way all that shook out. But yeah, I really, I think you're right. And I think they're going to have to start taking us seriously. They're going to have to start respecting us because we bring the numbers. We have the numbers. We have a lot of fans. We have a lot of new fans. That's what happens when you're in the Super Bowl and you have global eyes on you. You pick up new fans. You pick up young people. You pick up people that are excited about these young, cool guys like Joe Burrow and Sam Hubbard and Jamar Chase and T and all these guys. There's so many people that are excited about this team, and the league can't ignore us forever. They just can't.
They can try, but we're still gonna be here.
Well, it's like, that the diehards will always be there. We were there in 2019. We were there in 2020. We were there for all the crappy years, 21, literally all the crappy years. And then things turn around and here we are. And yeah, Wayne Downey says the Bengals really do draw. TV networks are late to the party. Yeah, they absolutely are. People are excited about this team. Tell the refs. Come get your dude. Oh my God, they were so bad. Not even just our game, literally every game that I watched. That poor guy. What was he? He was on Tampa Bay. I'm getting it now. I get a back injury. Dude, the ball goes sailing past his hand. Okay, this wasn't a ball. And the dude comes and tackles him around the neck, and then he's gonna go to the hospital on a stretcher. And they didn't even call it. They're not calling it right now. And they're just not doing a good job. It's really
I didn't realize that there was no call. I mean, I didn't watch most of that game, but that's crazy.
I really thought Tampa Bay was going to win that game. I did not think Tom Brady was going to
I know.
And, Dallas was playing like Dallas during that game, and it was not pretty. And then Tom Brady's playing the ball all over the place. He's not hitting the ball goes sailing past his hands. And here comes the Cowboys dude tackling him around the neck, and they don't even call it. And the dude's on the ground for a long time, taking the stretcher out. And he kept trying to get up, and he couldn't. Something was wrong with his back or his neck or something. And then they said it was just a concussion. But I mean, he had already hurt his back. So it's just reckless. It's reckless out here. If you can't protect these guys, if you're not, you say you're worried about hitting people in the neck and the head, and then you let all this other crap happen, and it's just not right, in my opinion.
I've seen a few players saying things we get fined for certain things. The refs should start being held accountable, and they should start being fined when they either miss calls or, call calls that completely change the outcome of the game when, it was either should have been a no call or, you completely missed something.
Yeah.
You can't continuously be that bad at your job and be able to keep your job. But I mean, we have this conversation every week, every year.
Every week.
I don't see it changing anytime soon. Even though we can change the rules whenever they want, apparently, but change the refs.
And I think we all understand that there's a human element in it, but you thought that after everything was reviewable and that New York is involved, things would get better. But I feel like it's gotten, maybe it hasn't gotten worse. Maybe it's just recency bias, but it feels like it, doesn't it?
Well, somebody said that they threw fewer flags recently, and some people would say that's a good thing. And I guess it depends on what you care about. But I really feel like player safety needs to be number one. And if people are getting tackled around the neck and you're not calling it, I don't see that as a good thing. Sorry. I mean, I know people are like, oh, there's too many penalties. Okay, yeah, maybe. But it's you got to get it right. And the whole fines for speaking out against the refs is absolutely ridiculous in my opinion. That needs to go away. We need to have better accountability, and yeah, the refs need to get fined when they get stuff wrong. 100%.
Yeah.
I will say with that Monday night game, the coolest part about the whole game for me was my plane was landing right as a Monday Night Football was kicking off in the airports right next to the stadium. So like right as we're getting ready to land, I could see like the whole crowd. I could see all the lights. I could see all the fireworks going off.
That's awesome.
And the girls next to me, I could tell they weren't really football fans, but they're like, "What's going on over there? Why is the stadium on fire?" I was like, "No, it's Monday Night Football kicking off." And they're like, "Oh," and they like were taking a picture. But
that reminds me of what is it? Christmas Vacation. Is your house on fire, Clark? No, Aunt Bethany. Don't throw me in, Clark. Oh, that's funny. All right. Well, enough about the refs. I'm so tired of complaining about the refs. Like, I wish I didn't have to complain about them. I wish they could just get it right, and I wouldn't have to complain about them. But.
Yeah.
All right. Let's get to Kayla's injury report here.
Okay. Here we go. Okay, so Kappa still on a scooter. I would not anticipate him playing. I guess
Can
he's
he
not
play on a scooter? That would be cool.
I mean, he
Just
could
like ram a
definitely
scooter
do
into
that.
somebody to hit the block.
I don't know how that would be for player safety.
I'm all for that.
Jonah also did not practice. One that was kind of concerning, Trey Flowers is on the injury report with a hamstring injury and did not practice. That I didn't realize was an injury that
I didn't know that happened either.
Yeah, so keep an eye on that. There were other people that were listed on the injury report, but they all got full practices in. Eli Apple had that neck injury from the game that just happened. And then Michael Thomas got banged up during the game and left for a little bit. But they both practiced in full. For the Bills, Dane Jackson, who's their cornerback, he is questionable for the weekend, but he got in a limited practice today. And then Micah Hyde and Jamison Crowder are unlikely to play. So,
all right. Well, they can't say this year that we had all the injury luck, because we certainly have not had the injury luck this year. That luck ran out. So luckily we've had some good guys stepping up like we talked about. So, all right. Well, I think that brings us to arts and crafts. Make sure you guys are checking out Sara Sella. She is a jewelry maker who is the wife of a Bengals fan, and she has made some awesome jewelry for us. She made me this awesome bracelet and these earrings that I'm wearing. And we have her link in the description. Code WHODEY, I believe it is, gets you 15% off. Oh, wait, hold on. I have a banner here. I'm supposed to do this. Hold on. I'm not very good at this. Okay. sarasella.com. Use WHODEY, code WHODEY for 15% off all her Bengals themed items. So like anything that's orange and black. She also is a jewelry designer, so she can design stuff for you if you have something in mind. So make sure you guys are checking her out. We appreciate her supporting our show. And yeah, what do you guys got? Anything new?
I don't think so for me. Do you have anything, Jerry?
I don't. I meant to go to the pro shop while I was in town, and I didn't have enough time because I wanted to see everybody, and it was probably better for my wallet that way.
I have to get a Division Champs hat because I haven't done that yet.
I haven't seen them yet this year. Are they cute?
Yeah, I think they're cute. They're more subtle. I like that though. They're black.
Okay.
I can pull up a picture.
Okay.
Or you can probably pull it up, but yeah. They're cute.
Okay, I'll check that out. I don't have one either yet. I have all my old ones. I have a lot of old ones. I do have one of my favorite hats that I have though. It's such a cheesy hat because it's got the Velcro. It's like a Velcro fit. But it says AFC North champions on it. It's gray and it doesn't have a year on it. So I love it because it's relevant all the time.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I think this is the first time I've worn this shirt. Actually, this is my new awesome. It's like, what is this? Velvet? Is that what it is? Yeah, velvet, and it's a turtleneck, and it's Victoria Beckham posh spice. So I feel very posh spice in my thing. Wayne Downey says, bought a Cincy hat today. All right, Wayne, that's awesome. I'm not wearing mine today, but I love me some Cincy hats. I got my framed one back there right above my Bombell jersey. I don't know where I'm pointing. Right there. Yep, there it is. There's my Cincy hat. Signed by Tigress said in Tampa Bay. So awesome. That's great. It's a great cause. Village of Ricci is what that supports. So that's a great cause. Everybody go check out Cincy hats too. But all right. Well, thanks everybody for being here. Thank you guys all so much in the chat for being here live. Thanks everybody watching after the fact. And thank you so much for 2,000 subscribers. I don't know what we're going to give you yet, but it's going to be awesome. I promise. I don't know. Maybe we'll do a Twitter poll or something. I feel like maybe tickets for next year or more signed stuff, whatever you guys want. Throw it out there. I'm all for ideas. But somebody's going to be winning that Von Bell jersey this week. So if you're not on Twitter and you're watching and you want to win that jersey, be sure you get on Twitter, make an account. It'll take you 5 minutes to make an account. You never have to tweet another thing again. But if you want that jersey, make sure you're on Twitter and take a screenshot of your subscription to our channel and then post the screenshot under the tweet. We're at Tigress Talk Pod on Twitter. So I feel like most of you guys are already on Twitter. But yeah. Bengals Nation 09, what post on Twitter? They're on under Tigress Talk Pod, at Tigress Talk Pod. There is a post that says, here it is. This is our giveaway. It should be pretty easy to find. It's probably only like 1 or 2 down. So Rob says, a case of mead. You want to win a case of mead? That'd be fantastic. That'd be easy. That'd be a lot easier than tickets. All right. Well, thank you guys all so much again for being here. WHODEY, everybody. And let's go beat the Buffaloes.
WHODEY.
WHODEY.